Now let's look into the product rule. Product rule. The product rule states that the joint probability of two events can be found by multiplying the probability of one event with the conditional probability of the other event given the first event. As you can see on the screen, for two discrete random variables, capital X and capital Y, the product rule can be expressed as you can see on the screen. So probability of capital X comma capital Y is equals to, so this can be expressed as the multiplication of either probability of Y given that capital X multiplied by probability of capital X, or probability of capital X given that capital Y multiplied by probability of Y. These are the two ways of calculating the product rule of probability of X comma Y. So the product rule states that the joint probability of two events can be found by multiplying the probability of one event with the conditional probability of the other event given the first event. So for any two discrete random variables, X or Y, just for an example. So in this, where P of capital Y vertical bar X is the conditional probability of Y given X. So let's take up one example. This time it's a product rule. So this can be written as P of X is equal to small x and Y is equals to small y. Product rule would be either, you can have P of X is equals to, X is equals to X multiplied by P of Y is equals to Y given that X is equals to X, or other way around. That's not a big deal. You can write it other way around also. Now let's see the example. Suppose we have an image classification problem. Image classification again. This is not binary this time. Image classification problem where X is a random variable representing the pixel. X is the random variable representing the pixel intensities of an image then Y is equal to another random variable representing the object label. So the product rule can be used to compute the joint probability of capital X and capital Y by multiplying the probability of the pixel intensity with the conditional probability of the object label given the pixel intensity. So that's how you calculate the product rule, and that's how you apply the product rule for the image classification. So the product rule can be used to compute the joint probability of capital X and capital Y by multiplying the probability of the pixel intensities with the conditional probability of the object label given the pixel intensities.